end! I just received information that has the entire Raiders locker room on high alert. What happened in the last few hours could completely change the season's narrative, and no one was prepared for it. There's a key player involved, a behind-the-scenes decision, and a situation that's already disrupting the fans and the weather itself. But what's really going on? And what does this mean for the Raiders' future? Stay with me until the end, because the information I've gathered is very hot and hasn't yet appeared on the major portals. So subscribe to the channel, and get ready. The Las Vegas Raiders offense doesn't look the same without Brock Bowers. And now the question echoing around the NFL is simple. Will he finally return in Week 7? Unfortunately for Raider Nation, the latest news isn't encouraging. After missing Week 6, the rookie tight end remains sidelined with a sprained medial collateral ligament, PCL, and a bone bruise in his right shoulder, knee, the same injury that has been bothering him since Week 1. Bowers struggled through the pain for 3 consecutive games, but by Week 4, the Raiders had seen enough. The team decided not to play him, prioritizing long-term recovery over short-term gains. According to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero, Bowers is expected to be ready for Week 7, a major blow to an offense that relies heavily on its playmaking ability. Head coach Pete Carroll opened up about the situation earlier this week, giving a rare glimpse into the decision-making process. "We have him listed as a day-to-day reserve," Carroll said, "but now he's truly a week-to-week reserve. We'll see how he responds, because the last thing we want is for him to come back too soon and suffer a setback." Carroll revealed that the team tested Bowers during last Saturday's analysis, hoping for a dramatic improvement, but it just didn't look like he could play. That cautious tone says it all. The Raiders aren't taking any risks with their young star. Behind closed doors, sources close to the organization confirmed that Bowers hasn't performed in a live practice since Week 5, a worrying sign that his recovery is slower than expected. The medical staff has ruled out surgery for now, believing that calm and patience are the only real solutions. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Raiders are taking an extremely conservative approach, focusing on Bowers' long-term health rather than rushing him into a midseason game. Still, the urgency is growing. Bowers was selected 13th overall to be the centerpiece. This offense was a dynamic, unbalanced player who could stretch defenses vertically and dominate the middle of the field. Without him, the Raiders' efficiency in the red zone plummeted. Drives that should have ended in touchdowns often stalled, forcing Las Vegas to settle for field goals. Energy, rhythm, and even confidence have all been missing without number 19 on the field. There is, however, a silver lining. Michael Mayer, who missed time due to a concussion, has already cleared the protocol and is expected to play a more prominent role in Week 7. Mayer brings reliability and toughness to the position, and while he lacks Bowers' explosiveness, he gives Geno Smith a reliable target underneath. Still, everyone in the building knows that when Brock Bowers is on the field, this offense simply shifts into a different gear. It's clear the Raiders are making the right decision to keep Bowers out until he's fully recovered. There's a lot at stake, not just for this season, but for his entire career. One wrong move could turn a short-term transaction into a long-term problem, and that's a risk the coaching staff refuses to take. So the wait continues. Raider Nation will have to be patient a little longer, hoping their young star returns when he's truly ready. Because when Bowers finally returns to the field, expect fireworks. The kind of impact that can reset an entire offense and change the course of the season. But while a star recovers, something incredible happened in Las Vegas. Something that may have completely changed the momentum of the season. After 4 consecutive losses, the Raiders finally reminded the league who they are. After weeks of frustration, heartbreak, and questions about their identity, the Las Vegas Raiders finally gave Raider Nation something to celebrate. In Week 6, under the spotlight and intense pressure, the Silver and Black Times played their most complete game of the season and earned a crucial 20-10 victory over the Tennessee Titans. Coming into the matchup, the Raiders were desperate. A 4-game losing streak had the locker room searching for answers and the fans demanding change. The rumor around the league was that Las Vegas had talent but lacked chemistry. That narrative began to crumble the moment the defense took the field in Nashville. From the first drive, it was clear this wasn't the Raiders era we saw earlier in the season. Devin White, the newly signed linebacker, set the tone with a hard hit that knocked the ball away from Titans rookie quarterback Cam Ward. Tyree Wilson was there to recover the fumble, and suddenly, the Raiders' sideline came alive. It wasn't just a turnover, it was a statement. This time wouldn't go away. Moments later, quarterback Geno Smith took the field and called a balanced, even-strength drive. Short, precise passes to Jacoby Myers and Davante Adams moved the nets. And tight end Michael Mayer, replacing the injured Brock Bowers, closed the game with a touchdown inside the red zone. Raiders 10, Titans 0. The energy was electric. You could feel the shift. Confidence was back. But who really made the difference? A defense. For the first time this season, every level of the unit worked in sync. Max Crosby and Malcolm Kuntz dominated dominated the backfield, forcing Ward to make quick throws, while the secondary stifled every deep pass attempt. The Titans' offense couldn't breathe. They finished the first half with less than 100 total yards, and Las Vegas went into halftime in complete control. In the third quarter, the Raiders unleashed their physical style. Running back Ashton Janty found a patch on the left side and advanced to the end zone for another touchdown, extending the lead to 17-0. The Titans finally responded with a field goal late in the third quarter, but the Raiders didn't waver. The offense continued to control the tempo, eating up the clock with smart moves and strong runs by Janty and Zamir White. By the fourth quarter, the Raiders weren't in control. Another Daniel Carlson field goal made it 20-3, and although Tennessee managed a late touchdown, the game was never really in doubt. The Silver and Black had done it. They snapped their losing streak and reminded everyone they weren't out of this season yet. What stood out most was the balance. The defense created opportunities, and the offense truly capitalized, something lacking all year. There were no blown leads, no last-minute flops, just efficient, disciplined football. Coach Pete Carroll praised the half afterward, saying, "That's the kind of performance we were hoping for. We all executed, we all developed, and that's how we need to play from now on." Crosby echoed that sentiment in the locker room, telling reporters, "That's what happens when we trust each other and play with heart. We have the right pieces. We just need to keep racking up the wins." The victory not only ended a 4-game winless streak, but also breathed new life into the locker room. The Raiders improved to 2-4, and with key AFC West matchups looming, the timing couldn't be better. Most importantly, this victory showed that the half can compete, even without their offensive centerpiece, Brock Bowers. Now, with the tempo picking up and the defense finally clicking, the Raiders have a golden opportunity to get back into the AFC playoff hunt. And if Bowers returns in the coming weeks, it could be the start of something special, a true mid-season turnaround for the Silver and Black. So here's the question, Raider Nation. With Brock Bowers still recovering, Michael Mayer excelling, and the Raiders finally finding their groove in that big win over the Titans, are we about to witness the true turning point of the Las Vegas season? Or was this victory just a temporary blip before reality hits us again? Leave your thoughts here, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Raiders news.